Hello and welcome to Design Boss Dialogue, the podcast where bold and ambitious women in interior design come for real conversations to transform and take their businesses to new heights. I am your host, Lisa Marie Elkhadraoui, interior designer and business mentor, here to share my experiences and insights into running an interior design business, as well as empowering you to build the confident, profitable design business you've been dreaming of and truly deserve. In this space, we blend creativity with strategy to help you craft your success and thrive in the world of design. Every episode is packed with unfiltered, no BS conversations, daily inspiration, and actionable business tips to turn your passion into a thriving, cash-rich business. Together, we're redefining what it means to succeed in the interior design industry, one intentional, game-changing decision at a time. So get ready to step up, elevate, and create the design empire you've always envisioned. Welcome back to day 25. It is Christmas Day, and I am wishing you all the best and most wonderful, beautifulest day with your friends and family. So today's podcast, again, is a solo episode, and it's one of my ultimate favourite ones. I have never done this particular type of podcast before, but what I'm about to share with you, I do in intimate rooms at my events, as well as some of the women that I work with one-to-one. And that is a beautiful exercise to meet your higher self. Now, this is a tiny little sneak peek and nugget of what I'm going to be doing in January over the 23rd and 24th at the Visionary event. And it's an event crafted around you, your internal energetics, as well as your business and what you really want for 2026. And we do a lot of higher self work within the event. And that's why I've extended it over 2 days, so women come away feeling even more motivated and inspired. But today it's just about grounding yourself, taking a deep breath, and me giving you something, a gift on Christmas Day to meet your higher self. So I recommend when you're listening to this next part of the podcast, you're not driving, you are not doing any strenuous work, exercise, walking the dog, any activity. And you are actually sitting back or lying down and you're in complete calm. Your surroundings are peaceful. And this is a perfect exercise to do if you just want to take 10 minutes out for yourself and really visualize and look at what your higher self has in offer for you. So let's get started. I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. And I want you to hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, deep breath in. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And last, final deep breath in through the nose. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now, get yourself centered, whether you're lying down or you're sitting down. And I want you to really feel the chair or the bed or wherever you may be perched underneath you. I want your feet to be rooted into the ground and your hands with your palms facing up. I want you to close your eyes and start to feel really, really peaceful. Now we are at the start of a beautiful, long, white corridor. The corridor is filled with white aura light. And as we begin our walk down the corridor, we have these beautiful panes of glass either side of us. And outside those panes of glass, there are clouds, there's sunshine, there's rainbows, and we're walking down the most serene, beautiful, gorgeous, white-filled, lit corridor. And hand in hand, I turn to you to say, I'm about to take you to meet your higher self. Through the door at the end, when we enter, she's going to appear and she's going to show you what she has in store for you next year, next month, maybe even 2 years' time, 3 years' time. But you're going to have the opportunity to meet her. And as we move further down the corridor, you start to ask questions. I wonder what she's going to be like. I wonder what she's wearing. I wonder what she's going to say to me. And I simply respond, let's wait and see. We're standing at the door. The handle is glowing golden, and underneath the door pours this beautiful aura-filled white light, almost inviting us in to open the door and step through. And as I place my hand on the golden handle and start to turn and look to you to say, are you ready? Let's go and meet her. You simply give me a little nod. And I open the door slowly and we step into this beautiful, pure, serene space. And as I close the door behind me, there are 3 chairs placed in the middle of the room. 2 on one side and 1 on the other. And as we near the chairs, a door suddenly starts to appear at the other side of the room, filled with beautiful white aura light around it. And as we slowly start to sit ourselves down in the chair, and I give you an embracing hug to say, let's do this. Let's meet your higher self together. The door slowly starts to open and your head turns to look who starts to walk in. And as the door fully opens, this beautiful figure of a woman starts to glide ever so slowly towards you. And as I look to you, you're beaming from ear to ear. You can see your higher self. And as she slowly makes her way towards us, I want you to start to look at, what is she wearing? How does she present herself? What does she look like? What does her hair look like? Her facial features? Maybe she's wearing makeup, maybe she's not. What type of jewellery does she have on? Are there any distinct looks about her? What accessories does she have? Handbag, no handbag, backpack, no backpack, her shoes, her style. I want you really to take it all in now and really look and observe who your higher self is. How is she carrying herself? How does she move? How is she posed? How is she structured? And as she gets closer, we stand up to greet her. And she comes over to you and gives you the warmest embrace, the tightest squeeze, and looks you in your eyes and smiles and simply says, hello. You're so close to your higher self. You can smell her beautiful perfume and you can look at her, feel her, touch her. You can touch the clothes that she's wearing And you get to experience her being so close to you for the first time. Now we all take a seat, and this is your opportunity to ask her a question. So I want you to go ahead in this beautiful white-filled aura-lit room where it's serene and there's gentle music playing in the background. This is your opportunity to ask a question, any question you have to her now. And as you ask that question, I want you to simply listen to the answer that she's giving you. What is she telling you? What advice does she have for you? Maybe you've asked her something about the future. Maybe you've asked her a question about your business. Maybe you've asked her a question about you. But whatever she's telling you, I want you to soak it in. And I want you to listen to the advice. Because this is your higher self talking to you. This is your higher self giving you the guidance that you need for the next week, the next month, the next year. And then I want you to ask your higher self this. What piece of advice do I need to get me through the first month, the first quarter of the year? What do you feel I should be doing? How I should be moving or acting within my business and within myself? And I want you to listen to what she says to you now. I want you to receive the answer, and I want you to soak it in. I want you to see how she's presenting herself to you, what she's saying, what's she telling you, what is the advice. And soak all that in now for a couple of moments. And then you have the opportunity to ask her a third question. And the third question is, if there is anything that I should be doing differently to get me that one step closer to you, my higher self, what would that be? And I want you to listen to the answer. I want you to soak that answer in. And I want you to, again, envisage everything about her, from her hair to her facial features, right down to the tip of her toes, her hands, her clothes, her perfume. This is your moment to be with your higher self, to really soak in the magic of who you are becoming as a woman in business, and as a woman of your own character and identity. We're going to close the energetic gap between you and your higher self this year in 2026. And the woman that stands in front of you is giving you this beautiful, gorgeous advice. You're going to be so much closer to her by the time we end 2026. And as our time together is slowly finishing and coming to an end, you both stand up and you thank your higher self for all the information that she's given you today. And you give her the biggest hug. And you really, really embrace each other. She gives her final farewell piece of advice. And I want you to listen to that now. Listen to the words that are coming out of her mouth. Listen to the tone of her voice. And look into her eyes and smile. And thank her. And as I go to hold your hand, to embrace and give you that tight squeeze, to smile at you, to let you know that everything's going to be okay, your higher self slowly glides back to the door that she came through. And as she gets near the door, she turns over her shoulder to glance at you one last time. She blows you a farewell kiss and she says, "See you soon." And as she disappears through the door and the door closes, you turn to me and you're feeling quite emotional because this has been an opportunity where you've been able to see the woman that you want to become for the first time. And this beautiful woman that you know you will become is ever so clearer in your head now. So we slowly make our way back to our door, the door that we came through. And as I get closer to the door and reach my hand out to open the handle, you look back over your shoulder and you smile, because the feeling that you've received in this beautiful space will always hold a space in your heart and your memory, and will give you the drive to get through the difficult days, because you know there's a woman on the other side that you're ready to become. We slowly make our way back down through the corridor, filled with beautiful white light. And as we're slowly coming back into our reality, the feeling in your body starts to rush through. Your fingers start to wiggle, your toes start to move. And I simply say to you, it's time now. You know what you've got to do for 2026. Now, slowly start to open your eyes gently. Become aware of your surroundings and take a couple of deep breaths in to ground yourself. And slowly bring yourself back through to reality. I hope today's podcast has really, really helped, and I'm really excited to welcome all the women to my visionary event on the 23rd and 24th of January, where we will be doing a lot more higher self work with 5 incredible speakers to really deepen our visions for 2026 and step into the businesswomen that we know we want to become. And if you are interested to know more about the event, then the details are in the show notes. But I hope you've really enjoyed today's podcast. And this is a tool that you can come back to many, many more times. You can play it maybe once a month, once a quarter, to really connect with your higher self. And this is something that I do often with myself to really look at my own journey and to keep me on a path that I know the woman that I am becoming. If you've loved today's podcast, then please simply drop a review in Apple or Spotify, share and tag us on social media so that we can enter you into our Christmas giveaway as well. Until next time, have the most beautiful Christmas, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another Powerful Pact podcast. Goodbye. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Design Boss Dialogue. If you love what you heard, then please share the podcast with your friends and any women that could do with a dose of empowerment just from me. I would love to hear your thoughts around today's podcast with your key takeaways and wins, because your feedback means everything to me. Also, don't forget to leave a review as well as hit that follow button so you never miss out on any inspiring conversations with me or any other trailblazing women I have on. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes, and remember, unleashing your inner design power and unlocking your true potential is only a click away. See you next time.